Welcome back to the channel, guys. Now I have a question for you. Have you bought this hero yet or wish to own this hero? Well, either way, this video is for you, as I'll be showing you the things I've learned about playing NetDragon's latest hero, Sprite Flame, and how we can best play this hero. Now this guide will be broken into a few parts, namely hero skills, item build, glyph build, laning, and playstyle. Alright, turn up your volume and
Let's do this!
Hero skills. Sprite Flame is a ranged DPS hero where his main attribute is having the ability to generate clones of himself while attacking. Skill set wise, we can see that his skills resembles closely to that of Phantom Lancer, a melee hero in Dota 2. Now, but why would you want to know that, right? Anyway, his first skill, Infernal Wheel, aka Hot Wheels, allows Sprite Flame to throw a flaming wheel towards the enemy. Upon hitting an enemy hero, it generates a fire clone near you and summons all clones existing to perform an additional attack on the hit enemy. Now this is the skill that we will use a lot, to initiate fights with this hero. And this skill, I would say, is insanely good on Sprite Flame, as it will redirect all your clones' attacks on a single target, giving you an easy kill. This is the skill you will want to max first for shorter cooldown and higher damage. His second skill, Blazing Impact, is basically a dash for Sprite Flame together with the added slow effect on any enemies within the trail of flame left behind. You can use this skill to either run from enemies or run to them to initiate a fight. It's up to you. Next, Fiery Eruption. This is Sprite Flame's ultimate, and it is one heck of an ultimate. As the name implies, this skill, when used, will cause an eruption around Sprite Flame, pushing enemies away from him. Now this is a great way to get yourself out of a sticky situation, or when you just want to use it to initiate a fight. Flame Fusion. And now this is the skill that makes this hero stand out. Sprite Flame's basic attacks will allow him to generate clones, and his clones will have the chance to also generate another clone while attacking up to 4 clones max. Enemies facing Sprite Flame is gonna have serious
Emotional damage!
Next, item build. After many attempts and experiments to find the best build for this hero, I believe that this is the optimized build for Sprite Flame, though I must add that you should still feel free to experiment and try out different builds that would suit your playstyle best. Glyph Build. Alright, now I know some of you have been asking for a glyph guide for a while now. Well, I am finally ready to share with you my thoughts on this, or at least what glyphs suits this hero best. Being a range damage dealer, or an ADR as people would call it, the first glyph to consider is the red glyph, which I would recommend using either Trickster Jewel or Thievery Jewel, or a combination of both. And the glyph perk I'll equip will be the Miser perk for coin boost. As for the blue glyph, you can consider going with either Shift Jewels or Burst Jewels, or again a mix of both. It's up to you. This will help increase your chance to land critical hits more frequently. And as for the perk for this, I would recommend Bounty perk for carry heals. And again, this is just for the additional coin boost. Now for green glyphs, I would suggest going for either penetration or attack jewels to help enable Sprite Flame to hit harder and deal more damage right from the start of the match. Then back and forth would be the perk that I would go for. This will allow your hero more freedom to teleport anywhere on the map. Now who would want that, right? Again, I must add that despite my recommendations, this is not a must-follow rule for glyphs. Again, as everyone has their own preference and play style. So if you ever feel like your heroes are too squishy or too soft, then maybe you will want to use more health jewels instead. Now if you feel that your hero moves too slow for your taste, then you might want to use either the Racer Jewel or Speed Demon Jewels for more movement speed. Just be open to experiment and find what suits you best. Laning stage. Now, for laning stage, since Sprite Flame is a ranged hero, his health is, how would you say it, somewhat squishy. So you will want to stick to either the bottom or top lane at the beginning of a match with a teammate to assist you. You can sometimes go for mid lane if you want to, but I would recommend staying at the side lanes for the early game, unless you want to do a Thompson. Playstyle. With Sprite Flame's ability to generate clones, you will find that this hero can be played very aggressively even at the start of the match. This is good for your team obviously. With the combination of his dash and Infernal Wheel, you will see that you are most often than not able to bully enemies out of their lanes with your never-ending clones. Like never-ending. Just be careful when facing heroes with AoE abilities such as Crystal, Siren, Zoe, Yingzheng, and Lorelei. You get my point, as they can easily wipe you and your clones off if you're not careful. Once you reach mid to late game, your damage output will somehow be substantially increased, which will allow you to carry your team and dictate the pace of the game. Now overall, I would say this hero can scale pretty fast due to his passive ability and short skill cooldowns. With good map awareness and skill placement, you will definitely be able to carry your team consistently with this hero. Now if you enjoyed this guide, please do smash the like button and consider subscribing, as this would help out the channel a lot. And if you wish to see more Sprite Flame gameplay, then I suggest you stay tuned for our next video.